When DJI released the original Osmo Pocket, it was almost revolutionary. A camera that small with a built-in gimbal had never been done before, and what a fantastic device that was. The Pocket 2 seemed like it would be the upgrade we'd all been waiting for, and while it was an upgrade in some respects, it left a few of us a little bit disappointed. Some people didn't like the new color science, there was no wireless connectivity built in, the tracking was far worse than the Pocket 1, and the joystick, well, it was okay, but it was a downgrade from the controller wheel. Now that rumours of the Pocket 3 are making their way around the internet thanks to a supposed leak of DJI's 2022 release schedule, I'm both excited and anxious. DJI, if you're watching this, please don't let us down. While I wait for this so far mythical camera to be released, I've photoshopped together an image of what I think would be my perfect Pocket 3. Or maybe a better name, given the features I want, would be the Pocket Pro. And here it is. First of all, here's what I want from the physical design. A larger display. They've already built a small display for the Action 2, so maybe they can use that same display in the Pocket 3. If that's too large, then at least increase the display by 50 to 60%, so we can better see what we're filming and have a faint chance of checking that the subject is in focus. The joystick of the Pocket 2 was small and cute, but it was no match for the controller wheel that attached to the Pocket 1. The new joystick didn't have proportional control. It was just a simple binary switch that turned panning on or off. Whereas the controller wheel did have proportional control, letting you smoothly control your moves and ramp up and down the speed to avoid an abrupt end to the panning motion. So I say, bring back the controller wheel, because it was amazing. And don't sell it to us as an optional and expensive modular add-on, just make it built in. It'll need to be a bit smaller so it fits in there, but it's doable, and let it also control the zoom. This button below could switch between tilting and panning by double pressing, and if you press and hold, it could switch over to zoom control. I want a tripod mount. If you're a regular viewer, you know that to me, tripod mounts make the world a more beautiful place for all of us. I don't want a plastic one that snaps onto the bottom. I want a proper, sturdy, 1/4-inch socket built into the camera. Now what about the specs? How about a beautiful little 1-inch sensor? I've put that in quotations because, as you probably know, the 1-inch sensors that we all know and love don't actually measure even close to 1 inch. It's a marketing trick used by the camera industry, but we call them 1-inch sensors because we all just accept what we're told, so let's call it that. We know DJI already has a perfectly suitable 1-inch sensor because they used it in the Air 2S, so stick it in the Pocket Pro. I quite like the field of view of the Pocket 2, so I don't want the lens on this to be any wider. I'd like an f1.8 aperture, and combined with the larger sensor and the gimbal, that would give us amazing low light performance. I'd still like to see a magnetic ultra-wide-angle adapter, but this time it needs way stronger magnets. The one on the Pocket 2 falls off too easily. And this next part is unlikely, but I would love 3x optical zoom. I know at this small size it's probably not realistic, but wouldn't that be amazing? For the video specs, I'd like to see at least 4K 120 FPS. If the Action 2 can do it, this can too. And 2.7K 240 FPS, obviously. A bonus would be 1080p at 480 FPS, just for some ultra slow motion fun. It needs to have built-in Bluetooth and Wi-Fi. Let's not mess around this time. No more optional snap-on Wi-Fi modules or do-it-all handles. Just put the Wi-Fi in the actual camera. There's no excuse. And that's pretty much it. If they can build a camera something similar to that, I'll order it on launch day, and it'll be the best day of my entire life. I know you can do this, DJI. I know you can make the next one amazing. We're all counting on you. So that's my wish list. Do any of you feel the same way? Am I asking too much? Or is there something I've left out that's important to you? Does my design look ridiculous, or do you kind of dig it? Let's discuss it together in the comments, and hopefully DJI will read them and be inspired to give us an amazing Pocket 3. Thanks for tuning in. See you next time.